He already had his deals when he got here.
I have time to fact check everything he said because the world of Katt Williams is a fictional world.
Katt Williams had enough of watching his fellow comedians blast off into stardom as he watched from the sidelines. In a recent episode of the Club Shay Shay podcast with Shannon Sharp, Katt Williams took deep shots at tons of his fellow Hollywood superstars. I'm talking deep.
No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person.
Most of whom have seen considerably more commercial success than Katt Williams ever has. We're gonna take a deep dive into all of the trash talk that Katt spewed on this podcast and some of the ridiculous claims that he made regarding some of Hollywood's biggest stars.
They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about.
Katt claims that in his first movie role, Friday After Next, he appealed to the cast and writers and got an intimate act of force removed from the script. In this interview, Katt Williams revealed that there was supposed to be a scene of intimate forcing filmed in a washroom, which Katt ultimately appealed to have removed, and it was.
You shouldn't even talk to them anymore.
Katt doubled down on his statement, claiming that they were trying to make a classic comedy, and any scene representing an unwilling intimate activity would never be funny, no matter what the scenario is or what the circumstances are. Katt also went on to suggest that Ricky Smiley, who played the villainous Santa Claus in Friday After Next, sacrificed his child for fame and lied about being up for the role of Money Mike before Katt was cast in that role.
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie.
Katt claimed, "I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals right there. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp." Katt seemed increasingly passionate, and he added on, "Why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?"
Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life. They play good women, and I believe that the best actor should be in the best role.
You wouldn't let an athlete that's been on performance enhancers talk about one of the greats. Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. So, it's safe to say that Katt Williams admires the artistic performing abilities of Ricky Smiley, right? Because apparently, Ricky was never up in the running for Katt's role of Money Mike. And according to Ice Cube, who you all know as Ice Cube, who also starred in the movie and happened to be a writer and producer, there was never actually that explicit scene in the script. So what exactly is Katt Williams talking about? Ice Cube quoted in a self-filmed Twitter post, "I would never shoot that scene in a movie, especially Friday, where you actually see this happening on camera. That just ain't my style." Ice Cube added on saying that Ricky Smiley was up for the Money Mike role, but Katt did happen to be a much better fit. Katt then stated that he put in his contract for the film that Ricky Smiley would have to wear a dress if they ever appeared in the same movie again. Katt also managed to throw some shade at Tyler Perry in the process, where Katt Williams quoted, "He was so egregious. I put in my contract that I wouldn't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress." Katt said, "Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in it? You bet he did, because it's in my contract." This man had a contract drafted up that quite literally forced another actor to wear a dress in his next on-screen production. Katt Williams added on saying, "That's where he's a believable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their lives. They play good women, and I believe the best actor should be in the best role." Oof.
That's where he's a believable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life.
Ricky already responded to this claim on his morning show, in which he denied that there was ever any such contract. He also says that the director David E. Talbert personally asked him to portray the role in the film, which also happened to be produced by Ice Cube as well. Katt Williams moved on and declared that veteran rapper and actor Ludacris joined the Illuminati to secure his Fast and Furious deals. Yes, you heard me right. Katt Williams said the following: "We were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. Both of us were on an equal playing field, and one of those people turned out to be Ludacris, and the other one turned out to be Katt Williams." Katt added on saying that one of them would be forced to shave their sideburns and the other one would be paid $200 million that would span across the filming of 10 movies throughout the Fast and Furious franchise. Well, it's now clear which one of the two ended up with which. I also have to say, Illuminati, eh? All this Illuminati talk sounds like it could have something to do with the Illuminati. And is the Illuminati really even a cult of extremely wealthy people who run the world? Or has it always just been an Italian light bulb company? Anyways, Ludacris responded to these claims by Katt Williams with a freestyle that he uploaded to social media. Katt moved on from Ludacris and claimed that Kevin Hart is an industry plant.
Katt finally said enough is enough, exposing Kevin as the biggest plant in the industry.
This claim does not come out of the blue because these two comedians have been going back and forth for years. Katt directly claims that there was some shady business going on behind the scenes of Kevin Hart's spontaneous success in Hollywood, where he specifically said that in 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has had a memory of a sold-out Kevin Hart show. Kevin already had his deals when he got here. And have we ever heard of a comedian that came to LA and within his first year in LA had his own sitcom on network television and his own film called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before. Katt then questioned,
What do you think a plant is?
maybe people don't understand the definition of these words. Well, to my best knowledge, the definition of a plant is a multicellular, typically photosynthetic organism belonging to the kingdom Plantae. Plants include a variety of organisms such as trees, flowers, shrubs, grasses, and mosses. But hey, that's just according to ChatGPT. After that, Katt claimed that Kevin was a gatekeeper who let Tiffany Haddish into the comedy game. Katt quoted on the show, "They tell you there's no gatekeepers, but we keep seeing the same person open the gate. Didn't Kevin let Tiffany in?" Tiffany responded to Katt's claims during a comedy performance where she calls Katt out on the lies that he was supposedly spewing up. But hey, Katt doesn't just stop there. No. He's just getting started. Because Katt went in hard on Cedric the Entertainer, a comedian who is originally crowned the king of comedy. Katt claims that Cedric the Entertainer isn't funny, he can't dance, he can't sing, he doesn't write his own jokes, and he breaks mirrors every time he looks in one. Oh no, he didn't say that last part, I just made that up. But Katt added on, claiming that if Cedric the Entertainer was capable at doing anything entertaining, then by now he would have a special on Netflix or Tubi. But his specials are so bad, yes, he said this, they're so bad that Netflix refuses to host any of his specials. Perhaps these claims or this anger from Katt Williams comes from a place of inner jealousy towards Cedric, because Katt claims that Cedric stole one of Katt's best jokes for his Kings of Comedy tour back in the 1990s. Katt also claims that Cedric came backstage after one of Katt's performances to praise Katt for this certain joke and tell him how much he loved the joke, just to end up stealing the joke as a show closer for one of his own performances. But enough with this comedian, because Katt went on to trash Steve Harvey next. And you all know Steve Harvey, the man who's notoriously known for his above average abilities at correctly reading cue cards and not announcing the wrong winners for major fashion shows, right? I mean, the guy's also hosted Family Feud for what seems like a century now. Katt claims that Steve was stealing jokes from Mark Curry. He made claims that Steve Harvey fakes everything in his wardrobe, including his sense of style and even his afro on his own sitcom. But he didn't stop there, because Katt Williams added on, claiming that Steve Harvey could never be a movie star. He said, "There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year, and not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good and looks like Mr. Potato Head." No, he's not talking about Charlie Sheen. He's talking about Steve Harvey. And then Katt proceeded to claim that Steve Harvey stopped doing stand-up comedy because he lost a comedy battle to Katt Williams himself in front of an audience of 10,000 people. And then Katt moved on to Kanye West, claiming that because of all of Kanye's mental illnesses, he should actually be held accountable by the media in a different way. Katt claimed that society put Kanye West on a pedestal, letting him call himself Yeezus and letting him think that he was a god. Katt also went on to trash talk Kim Kardashian, calling her a very derogatory term and putting Kim on blast, claiming that Kanye married her knowing what Kim was, so he shouldn't have been surprised. So what exactly is going on here? Is all of this some attempt to stay relevant in the world of ever-changing relevancy? Because let's be real, Katt Williams seems to be punching up here for the most part. Because how relevant is Katt Williams these days anyways? And are any of these claims that he's making true? Would you like to see a part 2 with more ridiculous Katt Williams exposings from the interview? Because there is some crazy stuff that we didn't even get to. Let us know in the comments down below. And until then, have a great day, keep your head high, and make sure you keep your jokes to yourself.